Hello everybody, Sir Phobos here. Day 2, Survival in Subnautica. Alright, so the next thing that I usually do is find better materials to get, let's see here if it's listed. No, it's not. The Seaglide. Now the Seaglide, you don't actually have the plans for. You actually have to gather the materials for it to recognize the plans in the fabricator. So that's what we're going to do. The Seaglide is a little portable transportation thing. It's like a little ski thing. It'll thrust you along, give you some really increased mobility when swimming along. Now, the first time, my first playthrough, I accidentally discovered it. I just had the materials with me, and I saw I could build it, and I was like, oh, well, why the hell not? I'll build that. So I got pretty lucky, and the second time I played, I didn't realize that was the case and couldn't figure out why I couldn't build it. Now, to build it, you need a power cell, some copper wire, titanium, and lubricant. Now, lubricant is kind of the hard one to figure out because it doesn't tell you in the fabricator what you need for it. And I think I need the scanner to scan these fragments now, which is kind of cool. So you kind of have to just poke around until you figure out where it comes from. But I'm going to show you. I'll just do this real quick here since it's forcing me to do that crap. Okay. Lubricant comes from these little polyps on the vines. These little glowing yellow things. So you just pull some clusters off. Oh, the Aurora is going to blow up real quick here. Let's go watch that. Where you at, Aurora? Boom! Yep. That sucks. Okay. So that's going to happen. Yeah. So these little kelp forests, those yellow pods, you'll get seed clusters, creep vine seed clusters, which you'll use to turn into lubricant. Now, these kelp forests are where the stalkers live, the alligator fish. And these guys are the aggressive fish. You can see them down there, two of them, playing with the selvage. And they're fighting with each other a little bit. Let's see if we can provoke one here real quick just to show you what happens. Man, so much quartz. Hey, guy. They will also chase peepers. So if there's peepers around, they might swim out. So you see they're going pretty far. And they are... Let's see. Oh, get out of here. Okay, so he attacked me a couple times, and then...
10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yep, I'm going to get back to the surface before I drowned. So he did a couple attacks to me before he just ran off. Sometimes the fish will just back off if you hit him once, which is nice, but you know, not guaranteed. As you can see, he decided to attack me twice, and they do hurt. You know, he hit me for 30% of my health with each hit. So that's why if there's a couple of them, be careful. But like, they're not going to chase you down until you're dead, typically. You just have to be cautious. So yeah, we're making the Seaglide, though. So we got the lubricant. We already have titanium. Copper, you're going to find from these little rocks. So you might have found some already. If not, you got to poke around a little bit. I got room still. So you just want to poke around and find some copper. Boom, there's some copper. And you need 2 pieces to make a... No more in here? Oh, okay. To make some copper wiring. So let's... We'll go find some more. But then you'll need some more to make a power cell too. But let's find the 2 pieces for the wiring kit. Or, yeah, the wiring kit first. So, yeah, just have to keep your eyes open around the rocks and stuff, and you'll find it. There's one here. It's titanium. And another one. See, copper. Titanium. You just keep this up until you have enough. Which I think I might back in the base. Okay, so that should be good. Like you'll need a couple pieces for the power cell too. So you get 2 pieces for the wiring kit, and then you'll need 2 pieces for the power cell. The power cell is 2 batteries and a piece of silicone rubber, and that makes a power cell. So to make a battery, you need a piece of copper, and you need 2 acid mushrooms. The acid mushrooms are everywhere, so you shouldn't have too much trouble finding them. They're just these purple mushrooms that sit around. If you're on these grassy plains, you should be able to find them. No problem whatsoever. So yeah. And then that will make us a SeaGlide. So first things first, let's turn that copper into a copper wire. So that's our spool of copper. And you can see a battery here is 2 acid mushrooms and a piece of copper. And then right below that is the power cell, which is 2 batteries and a piece of silicone rubber. So we'll make 2 batteries. Yep, I had extra copper. Make another battery. There we go. And then we'll make a piece of silicone rubber. And then we'll go back down to electronics and make a power cell. And then we'll make a lubricant from the creeper vine seed cluster. Nice bottle lubricant. Alright, and if we go down to equipment then, tools, deployables, power cell, lubricant, copper wire, titanium. Huh. Do we not get the SeaGlide anymore? Well, that's embarrassing. Oh, nope, there it is. Oh, it's just a battery, it's not a power cell. Okay. Well, fudge. Okay. So, we actually have to make another battery. I thought it was a power cell. I guess not. Okay. So, there we go. So it's actually easier. You don't have to have the power cell. You just have to make a battery. So we'll do that. There we go. And it's under deployables. And it's the SeaGlide. Alright. Take the SeaGlide out. And there you go. Look. And you swim around and you're real fast. You can still collect things while you got the SeaGlide out. Just left click on stuff still. You can see it's quite a bit faster. It does have a little light on it if you do, you know, go delving in the caves with it and stuff. But it's real useful to have for getting back to the surface quick, you know, exploring through caves, or trying to escape baddies. Now you can see right above your quick bars there that does have an energy percentage. So eventually it will run out of juice. But to fix that, all you have to do is put a new battery into it, which I'll show you how to do real quick here. So all you got to do is make a new battery. So I think we have some extra copper in here, right? Yep. We have some inventory space there. Make a fresh battery, and then you take out your Sea-Doo, and you just hold R, or press R, and it will plug the new battery in. You can see we're up to 100%. Now it does completely kill the old battery, so you know we just wasted 90% of a battery, but you know whatever. I'll show you how it's done. Now it's getting a little late. And we're getting pretty hungry and thirsty. As you can see, we're getting low again. So we'll just gotta keep up on catching fish and stuff. Now you don't want to cook a bunch of fish just to have them ready to eat. Fish they go rotten real quick. Peeper, you are so hard to catch. You made me drop my air sack. Darn it. Come back here, air sack. Come back. Alright. So peepers will actually run from you, and they're a pain in the ass. There we go. So you want to grab some peepers and some air sacks. Keep yourself fed. I think I stored a couple back in the escape pod. Right. Yeah. So if you don't cook them, just like leave them. Yeah. There we go. Creeper vine will go bad too. Just like leave them uncooked in your storage, and they'll last longer. So we'll make a couple jugs of water here out of the air sacks. And cook a couple peepers. Okay, and water. Bring up your inventory, and then just left click to eat. Boom, back to 100%. Most of the cooked fish will give you a little bit of water too. So nighttime approaches. We're just going to break down that salvage real quick. But yeah, so we got the SeaGlide. Not terribly hard to make, but can be tricky if you don't know what you're looking for. Especially lubricant. Like I know I was hesitant to go into those kelp forests because of the stalkers initially. So I missed out on the SeaGlide for a little while before I kind of stumbled across it. Now, speaking of those stalkers, you can see our health ticks back a little bit. When you're well fed and hydrated, you'll regenerate health in, I think, just the escape pod. You might in the world too. Real slowly. But in day 2 here, we'll go out and we'll get the components to make a first aid kit. Which is going to be very useful, especially in preventing yourself from coming to a premature end out there. Now, first aid kits aren't terribly hard to make, so we'll get into that. And then with the first aid kit, we'll get into making disinfected water, which is it restores a lot more hydration than a liquefied air sac. But we'll do all that in the next one here. That'll be day 3 of surviving and thriving in Subnautica. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found it helpful, and we'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.